One last video about flood insurance. So the last video was things you can do to try to remove your house from the flood zone. But what if that's not possible? You hired a surveyor and it found out it's definitely in a flood zone. Let's talk about how you can lower your flood insurance premium. Now, there are several different ways you can do this. One of the most expensive ways is elevating the house, putting it on stilts. I mean, most houses that cost at least $100,000 depending on size and the trickiness of what it does is it elevates you above that 13 feet above elevation above the closest high tide. So if that doesn't work, say you can't afford that, the next cheapest thing to do is to fill in your basement if you do have a basement. This will obviously allow you to not have a basement, but this will lower your flood insurance premium. But when you do that, you're gonna have to move the utilities out of the basement. And you see this a lot when you're walking around houses and you see like the air conditioned condensers on stilts outside. And what that's doing is it's taking the most expensive parts of the house to replace, like the heater, the furnaces, and the air conditioned condensers, and it's elevating those above 13 feet. Above the closest high tide. So a lot of times people will move those into the attic as well. And that's another cheaper way to lower your flood insurance premium if you cannot get a LOMA after you do an elevation certificate to try to remove your house from the flood zone map.